Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an amazing day. I know I am, and today we are finally wrapping up this Volt White 2 Redux. Let's begin. Kicking it off, I did not know that you can walk around with this old lady's Mind Foe and can get a pro out of it. I just realized that playing this entire Nuzlocke, so yeah, that's a pretty cool find. Enough of that little side content. We are finally going to face the 8th gym leader at Opioid City. I don't know how to call this city's name, but after we defeat him super easily, because we have our Genesect, have Thunder, we do, cancel the evolution for our Duat, which, is kind of unfortunate, but I'm like, man, we got to keep it accurate. We got to be more, in line with the manga team. So yeah, as you can see here, we finally got the 8th gym badge. You can see him swinging away, which is pretty cool. I didn't notice that detail until like later on. I'm like, all right, looking back at these games, they're really full of like life, detail, animation. Now you have the newer games, which are kind of trash overall. Like, who's paying $80 to stay in one little city where you can pay $40 to explore the whole region? Like, what are we doing, man? ZA was a disaster. But moving forward, we do encounter the final source of justice, not including Keldeo, Terrakion. And we do also meet up with Chorus, says, hey, this is the legendary source of justice Pokemon. Gives us the item to go through this crystal that was here, blocking the doorway. And just like that, we encounter Team Plasma's ship, meeting up with our rival Hugh, and we're wondering, hey, how do we get on here? A heavy gangplank falls upon us, and then boom, just like that, the 8th gym leader is here, says, hey man, I don't really like Team Plasma, but I'm gonna help y'all out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't bothering me, but apparently they're bothering you. But now, finally getting on the ship, we fight the 2 Team Plasma grunts. Overall, pretty easy, not gonna lie. We have an entire 70 level team. Now we have to figure out how to get through this grid system. Now, primarily, you would have to go around, fight every Team Plasma Grunt, and get the key card. But if you can get the key card, you can just, put in one of the 2 codes, which is like 90005 or like 95000. Super easy. You can just finesse it like that. Meeting up with the Team Plasma Spy, saying, hey man, do you need the key card to get through? Like, yeah, we're looking for it. Good luck, man. See on my screen right here, you can put in the code 990009, and boom, just like that, you could just walk on through. You don't have to fight all the team members. You can just very much get one of the codes, or get the key card, sorry, and then proceed through. And I'm healing up my team before we fight Solidus Snake. Him giving his evil backstory monologue, saying, hey, we're going to use his ice powers to take over the entire Unova region with Kyurem and reunite the 2 dragons to become the ultimate dragon itself. Now, it would be cool to actually see it in the Pokemon, lore and series, but I feel like we're never going to get that. Moving onwards, we get kicked off the ship. Now we got to press these little buttons while we're in the Great Chasm, where we get to fight more Team Plasma Grunts, trying to navigate through this entire little arena, pressing all the buttons to activate the grid and pass on through to fight Colress himself, along with Solidus Snake. I'm gonna just keep calling him Solidus Snake because I don't know his actual name. I lied. I know his actual name. I'm just too lazy. I'm not gonna say all that. Zillion? Like, what we do, man? Like, what's going on? But no, super easy to fight. His entire team is based on ice. We have a Duat with Power Up Punch, so we just utterly annihilate and brutalize this entire team. No headache at all. Just punch it, punch it, punch it like a bop it. After that humiliating defeat, we go on, carry forward, press the 2 buttons that do absolutely nothing for the momentum of the game. You cannot release him. But from here on out, we are going to fight Chorus. Yes, one of my favorite boss teams of all time, aside from Persona and a few others, which, hey, you want a video about that? There is one coming soon the following week, so I'll let y'all know about it soon. But primarily, we fight Chorus. Super easy. He just has a bunch of steel types, and, what are you going to do about it? You're just going to pop a flamethrower. Easy win, easy dub. Then we get to figure out Getsis. Yes, the true team leader of Team Plasma. Now, the Shadow Triad is a bit weird when encountering them. Mind you, I'm going to put this in real quick. When I first figured out, like, wow, this is kind of traumatic if you're a kid. Just like, he got his Pokemon taken. It's revealed to him. And it's like, wow, yeah, man, I can't do anything. Can you go figure out what's going on with the team boss? And it's stuff like that where you really think, like, wow, the lore for these kind of games for like the early generation, like Gen 1 through 5 had some really good lore, and then Gen 6 onwards was very much like, oh, Also, if you haven't checked it out already, in the top right of my screen, you can see my head popping up. I didn't notice that upon recording a lot of this film, so you are going to see a lot of just like my big old noggin, just, with my big old frames and stuff, just playing the game. Honestly, it's been a lot of interesting fun doing this entire run. I will say the hardest part would be just getting through the Elite Four as what I call the gauntlet before that, because you have to encounter Lance first of all, then do one-on-one battles or double battles to then do another one-on-one battle. Then it's very time consuming. It's a little difficult. If you are doing a Nuzlocke run, I highly recommend you do your very best. Try to get the best team you can. It's a challenge when you're facing them, but man, it took me a few attempts to do. You can see me like reset them if you are watching some of these clips. It took a minute. But then from here on, it's super easy. Like I said, the Elite Four, not really a challenge. I am quite leveled up. Not to mention, the team itself is now very good. But yeah, from here on, it's pretty simple. We beat the Elite Four, we become champion. I will say, I tried to fight Cynthia, but due to my error, the save state did get corrupted, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, other than that, I will be doing more of these challenge runs, preferably live, and then just doing an overall tally mark of which protagonist trainers are the best. So yeah, if you want a video like that, let me know. I do have some of the footage already saved up. I'll let you know which ones are the best. Until then, have a great day. Have a great time. Yokai Watch video is coming out right after this. So yeah, go check it out.